Oh boy, what a week two. People tying again, people retiring at half, people missing field goals left and right. What a shit show of a week two. Or was it? Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another segment of Triple OT. I'm Eric. And man, week two, another bad week for me. Not just my Bills, but I think I went, what'd I go? Where is it here? 6-9. Yikes. Not doing too good this year, guys. I'm sorry about that. But let's get into it. We got a couple news things to go off of here. Let's first off talk about Vontae Davis just calling it quits at half. Like, I have never, and every player out there has never seen someone give up at halftime. Especially after you tweet something like this. How you gonna quit at halftime? Fucking idiot. I understand your body, you're getting old, you're not performing well, but stick it out with your team. At least come back out at half and be like, hey coach, I don't think I'm good, I'm bringing the team down. He'll sit you, and you can be there to support your fucking team, asshole. All right, moving on. Carson Wentz was cleared to play. You think he'll play? I don't know. We'll see. I guess they'll give Foles a few more weeks. I don't think, now that Foles is the MVP, I mean, even if he doesn't do good this year, I could see, you know, he could be back to a backup. Maybe it was just a good year for him or whatnot, or a good half a year for him, a good game for him. But Carson Wentz is cleared to play, and I don't know, what did I see what I put down here? I think they give Foles a few more chances. He's a free agent next year. Maybe they trade him off this year or just let him go to free agency. He's a decent backup, though. Better than Peterman, Buffalo. Better than Peterman. 2 weeks in a row, we've had games end in a tie, which I don't know if the NFL's ever started off with 2 weeks in a row, games ending in ties. That's why they maybe should have 3 overtimes, triple OT, change the fucking rules. Tying sucks. Nobody fucking likes it. And doesn't it make it harder on you when you got to figure out at the end of the year, when you got to figure out who's going to the playoffs, who's making a wild card, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't that make it harder when you got ties? I don't know. These people are smarter than me, right? Antonio Brown's back to being a little bitch. I don't know the whole story, but you just see him bitching and complaining about stuff. I mean, if he doesn't get the ball 37 times a game, he has to bitch and moan and then go spoon with Bell at their mansion or something. I don't fucking know. Fuck you, dude. Anybody see the Taiwan Jones hit? Helmet to the face. Here's a picture of it. Aftermath. Guy got a 15-yard penalty. That's it. 15 yards. He clearly saw him with no fucking helmet on. There was clear as day. He had all the time in the world to just push him down or something, and he leads in with his head and gets just a 15-yard penalty. Meanwhile, our guy's running into the back, gushing blood from his head and look like that. But no, 15-yard penalty sounds good enough, right? Fucking joke. What else do I have here? Oh yeah, by the way, Vontae Davis is still gonna make his $5 million on his contract because in the contract, all he had to do was make the 53-man roster. Guess what? He did. Just to fuck us. I bet him and Bolden and Kyle Orton, they're all just getting together, having a poker game or something. Fuck off. All right, let's move on to, I'm about to turn it off. Let's move on to the Week 2 All-Stars. All right, the Week 2 All-Stars. We got to start off with this guy, just because of what he wore, this Conor McGregor older brother looking motherfucker here. I love it. Fitz is the man. And then when he's talking, I don't know if you saw his post-game interview, but they were like, what is yours that you're wearing? And he's like, my chest hair. Fitz. Cracking jokes. All right. But yeah, Fitz, 402 yards. Another 4 TDs. Enjoy it while you can, Bucs fans, because week 5, when Winston's able to come back and they start Fitz, he's going to blow donkey dick. Or he'll just finish out this year, sign a couple years for like $30 million, and then suck donkey dick. But I love you, Fitz. Keep on keeping on. Blake Bortles against the Patriots, 377 yards and 4 TDs. It's a different year this year. It's a different year. I still think the Patriots, I really picked the Patriots last week and started Brady in fantasy because even though you think the matchup's off, they still find a way to cheat and win. Anyways, along with Fitz, you can't forget about Jackson again. He only had, 4 catches for 129 yards and a touchdown. I think 2 of them were 75-plus yards. Like, what the fuck? Who else? Andy Dalton had 265 yards and 4 TDs, 3 of them to A.J. Green. I was glad I picked him up on DraftKings. I think I won $1.25 off a 25-cent game. Winning. Who else is out there? Got to give some tight ends some love, right? Kelsey. What do you have? I already lost it here. 109 yards with 2 TDs from the one and only Mahomes. This guy is unfucking real. I think he broke the record. Like 10 touchdowns in 2 games. He had 326 yards and 6 TDs against the Steelers. Wait, that's what they played, right? Yeah. That was a high-scoring game, man. That was Mahomes. I can't believe. Now I got to face him this week in fantasy. That's gonna be great. But did not see this happening with Mahomes, and give it to the kid. I hope he blows really bad this week, but he's doing good. Anything else there? Oh, Big Ben. He had himself a day. 452 yards and 3 TDs. That game was wild, man. And look to be another wild game Monday night when they face the Bucs. If I forgot anybody, tell me. Comment. Let me know. Who else had a big game? Any defensive players? I never really look at them. Last night, though, the guy from Seattle there, I forgot his name already, he had 2 interceptions in the first half. That wasn't bad. Fantasy update, I sucked bad. Brady sucked for me. David Johnson really sucked for me. Allen sucked against the Bills. So I lost. I didn't really change anything, though. I like the matchups I have this week with my players. I just need them to have really big games, and I'm really kind of worried about David Johnson, though. I believe they have the Bears this week, and the Bears are they're DaBears, man. They're just going back to the old days when they had, like, what was his name there? Singletary? Was it Singletary? No. Yeah, whatever. They had a good defense back in the day. All right. Like I said, my week 3 picks let's go to my week 3 picks. But last week I went 6-9, even worse than the week before that. I'm 13-17 on the year so far. This is probably my worst start of picking since I started doing this 3 years ago. So I need things to change around. But I think now that we're a couple weeks in, I've seen how people are playing, what's going on, who's going to be good, who's not going to be good. It could change at any time, but I think I got it this week. And with that being said, we're starting right off the bat with the Browns and Jets game. It's in Cleveland, and the Browns are so close. They faced the Steelers week 1, and then the Saints, and they both gave them a run for their money, and they both probably should have won those games last week. That was, oh man, the Browns, you guys are something special. You create ways to lose. But anyways, I'm picking the Browns this week, guys. I'm doing it. And if they win, we gotta do something, right? We gotta do something big. I don't know. But I'm picking the Browns this week. The Browns, I think the Jets kind of got lucky week 1. I don't know. I'm taking the Browns. I'm nervous about it. Let's move on, though. Bills over the Vikings. I'm not going to get into it, okay? You know I'm picking them, so I'm not going to get into it. Bills and the Vikings. I'm nervous. All right, I'm just going to hold this now. You got the Eagles and the Colts. The Eagles are at home. I know last week it was kind of rocky, but, I mean, they faced Fitzmagic on the road, so you can't expect much. But I'm taking the Eagles at home over the Colts this week. I'm not sure about the Colts yet. We'll see, but I think the Eagles can pull this one out with Foles starting. Next game is the Packers and the Redskins. I haven't watched much of the Redskins. I know they have AP, and he's been doing all right, but as long as you have Rodgers on Green Bay, I think they're going to pull this victory out. Chiefs and 49ers, I mean, really? We have to get into it that much? If Mahomes sticks to it, man, Chiefs are going to walk all over them. I hope Mahomes throws all his touchdowns right towards Sherman's area because I fucking hate you, Sherman. Anyways, let's move on. Dolphins and the Raiders. I don't think the Raiders are going much of anywhere this year, but you got to remember they signed Gruden to a 10-year contract, and he already has like a solid draft lineup for next year. So I give them time. I think within a year or two they're going to be right back up there. I don't know if Carr will be their quarterback, though. But I got to take the Dolphins over the Raiders. Next, we have Jags and the Titans in Jacksonville. The Titans shocked me last week with all those injuries against the Texans. I thought the Texans and Watt, they could pull it off, but they didn't. But there's no way the Titans are going to pull it off against Jacksonville, who just had a decent game against the Patriots, and they're going to get people a run for their money. You know, if it wasn't for their piece of shit cornerback talking a lot of shit and Marone being their coach, you know, it's good. I like it. I mean, the Jags have struggled for a long time, not as long as the Browns, but they've struggled for a long time. But they did something about it. They picked up players, they traded, they got in. They're in the playoffs. Browns are still 0-1-1, even though it was their best start since 04. But the Jags easily take this one. Ravens and Broncos. This one I was kind of iffy on. I'm definitely, like I said, I'm taking a little risk here. I'm going to go with the Ravens. They're at home. I think they just had they almost came back last week. They just had a tough outing, and I think they pull it back this week against the Broncos. I'm still a little shocked. Like, the Broncos are 2-0. I haven't really checked much of them. I should. Since I do this channel, I should check out more teams. But Case Keenum doing good? He must be. They're 2-0, right? I mean, it doesn't have to be always him. We got the Falcons and the Saints in Atlanta. I got to take the Falcons. Breeze lost a few guys this year, a few weapons, and they're barely pulling out wins against the Browns. Two teams that barely pull wins out against the Browns, but still, Atlanta's at home again, and I see them continuing to roll the ball and get this win. Again, this next pick, Bengals and Panthers in Carolina. I wasn't sure about it, but Dalton seems to be on a roll. He's connecting with A.J. Green, and he's getting shit done. I got to take the Bengals in this one. All the way up till week 1 of the postseason, and then I won't pick the Bengals anymore. Texans and Giants, another game I was iffy on, but they're in Houston, and Texans, I'm giving you some faith here. I got faith in you. Pull this one out. Beat them Giants, man, all right? The Giants are shit. Just beat them. Rams and Chargers. In L.A., obviously. But it's for the Rams home game. The Rams are hot, man. The Rams are fucking hot. So I think they're going to take this one. They got a tough team this year. Super Bowl bound team, I would say. Some might say. Seahawks and the Cowboys. Seahawks have off to a rough start, but they lost the Legion of Boom. Doom. Whatever the fuck they were. I don't give a shit. What do they have left from there? Earl Thomas? But they're 0-2. It's been a while since they started 0-2. Going back to, like, they weren't that good with Sean Alexander, were they? I don't know. I remember the Seahawks sucked for a long time, and nobody gave them hope, and they got Wilson, and then they were huge, and all the bandwagon fans, and now they're just going back to nothing. But I'm still going to take them over the Cowboys, because I don't think Dak is the man, and I don't think Cowboys are America's team. Fuck off. Sorry, bud. I know you're one of my viewers is a Cowboys fan. We have the Cardinals at home against DaBears, and Cardinals are yikes, like my Bills, yikes. But the Bears defense is a bigger yikes for the Cardinals. Like it's a good yikes, you know. That Bears defense with Mac is inhuman. What he did last night, like every fucking play he was in on, he had something to do with every goddamn play on defense. Like that guy is just, I guess, no one's worth the money he has. But he's worth a little more than what other people should be making. All right, a couple more games here. Actually, we just have the one game left. All right, we're back here. Actually, we have 2 games here. Patriots and Lions. It's in Detroit, but I believe Patriots are gonna, pull this one off. I hope though. I hope Brady. Oh, God, I can't even say it. I'm not gonna say it. Fuck you, Brady. And then the game of the week. The last game, Monday night, you got the Steelers going to Tampa to lose. I'm taking Tampa again. As long as Fitzmagic is happening, it's going to be a tight game. It's going to be a high-scoring game again, I believe. But in Tampa, I have to go with Fitzmagic again. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Anyways, that's it for this episode here, guys. Let me know what you think of my picks. Hopefully I can do better this time. You can check me out on Twitter for this page. It's at @OT 99. My personal Twitter at EricSweitzer64. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of my picks. Let me know if you have an all-star I forgot. Let me know how your fantasy team's doing. Share it. Share this video. Let's get it out there. I'm just having fun with it, you know? I know I don't have that many viewers and whatnot, but I'm just having fun with it. I like talking football, so come freaking talk some football with me, why don't you? Jesus Christ. All right, go Bills.